Hey, welcome to Half the Battle and Happy New Year, everybody! Depending on when you watch this, it goes out on New Year's Eve, but if you're watching this in 2025, hey, hope you had a good one! Anyway, I thought I'd end the year with a Q&A and to show you the toys I got in December. But before all that, a little reminder. As of January 1st, the store that I worked at has closed, so I'm out of a job. And I want to make YouTube and streaming my thing. But to do that, I need your help. I already mentioned this in a video in October. The best way to help out is Patreon. That's where I make most of the money I do doing this. Currently it's at about $120, but to make this work it has to be between $500 and $600. Yeah, I know, not that much, is it? But it's really all that's needed. So if any of you want to help out, now is the time. It doesn't matter if it's $1, $5, $10, $20 a month. Every single dollar helps. It really does. So if you like the show and you think I deserve a little money for it, go to patreon.com/Timmer and become a member. As a member, you'll get early access to all my videos, usually 2 days, and you get to participate in polls, and there are behind-the-scenes extra blog posts. Those only happen when I have something interesting to say regarding the making of an episode though, so don't expect them for every video. But when I think it's interesting, I'll make a blog post. Now, before we move on, some facts and figures. I had set some goals at the beginning of this year for Half the Battle. The goal was for subscribers getting to 3,600. We didn't quite get there, but we did get over 3,550, so I'm still considering that a win. And what is definitely a win was my goal of reaching 850,000 total views. Not only did we do that, we went right past it and are currently sitting at about 865,000. So thanks to everybody out there for watching. It's amazing. The goal for next year, subs, you know what? We're gonna be ambitious because I want to do this for a living. So the goal is in 2025, 4,000 subs minimum. And as far as views go, well, that magic number is coming closer. So yeah, again, I'm being ambitious, but we're going for 1 million views, okay? That's the goal. That's what we're gonna do. Well, that's what all of you are gonna do. I generally don't watch my own videos on YouTube because that would be weird. Well, it's about time that I told you what toys I got in December. That includes Christmas presents. Now, I'm recording this on Saturday the 29th, but there was no way I was gonna wait to unbox my Christmas stuff until the weekend. So for the portion where I show you what toys I got, I'm gonna have to take you back to the past. I recorded this way earlier, obviously. So, past me! What day is it? Why, sir, it's Christmas Day! Yeah, hi there, future me. There was no way I was gonna wait till the weekend to unbox my presents. So, it is Christmas Day as I'm recording this. But before we get to the Christmas presents, first, the other stuff I got this month. And we're starting with stuff from the outlet stores. There are a few good pieces. First, there's a Revelation Merman from the Masterverse line of Masters of the Universe, who looks pretty weird but kinda cool. Then there's the movie version of He-Man, Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, which is a pretty cool set. And finally, you know, in the outlet store they had like 4 or 5 Origins land sharks. You know, that weird vehicle that kind of looks like a shark. And the selection was really up high on the shelves. But one box behind the land sharks looked a bit different, so I Actually had to get on my tippy toes to check it out. And look what I found. Mechanic and the Ground Ripper. Must have been a short pack thing or something. I don't know. It was the only one there, so of course I had to get it. And you know, for $8, that's a steal. That's great. So yeah, definitely opening this up later. That's it from the outlet store. Now, also this month, somebody walked into our store, and I suppose it's gonna be the last time I can give an update like this with our store closing and all. But he had some stuff from his attic, from his childhood, and it was pretty damn amazing. I'll show you first of all the 6-inch BA Baracus. Absolutely mint. No paint wear, no gold fading, tight joints. But what's even more amazing, whoops, his gun fell, is that he still had this. That's BA's toolkit. And it's complete. That's rare. Everything is in there. That was amazing. And this BA is much nicer than the one that I have, so this is going to be the new premium one in my collection. And also from that same A-Team line, also complete as far as I can tell, is Faceman. Also mint, tight joints, no paint wear, no plastic degrading. Somebody took care of their toys when they were a kid, I'll tell you that. He had two more things, well 3, but 2 action figures. First, a Ram Man, complete. Now, Ram Man isn't that rare, very common in fact, but what is kind of rare, this guy is mint. Every figure he has was mint. I mean, even the stickers, the silver stickers that make the armbands, there's no wear or tear. They look absolutely brilliant, and the mechanism still works too. And finally, an original He-Man figure, soft head. What's remarkable about this guy, like I said, everything is mint, and I do mean mint. This guy could have come out of the packaging like yesterday. He's complete. Got the shield, the axe, the sword, the harness. Joints are tight, no looseness in the legs whatsoever, and the mechanics still works. I was blown away by the quality of the preservation of these things. Oh, and as a bonus, he also had 3 of those comic inserts. These are both in Italian and in German from Masters of the Universe, which are just cool little knickknacks to have. And something I got in the beginning of December for myself, Origins web store, which will go neatly with my original web store that I got at Vintage Toy Convention 2 months ago. I just think he looks neat. That does bring us to the Christmas presents. What did Santa bring me? Well, first of all, a DVD set of Star Trek Lower Decks Season 3. Going to enjoy that during this holiday season. And as for toys, we've got a Transformers Legends United Quake figure. You may recall that I reviewed the original G1 Quake toy for Saturday Shorties. So maybe we'll give this one a whirl later on, once I get him out of the packaging. And also from Transformers Legacy Evolution. It's kind of just a black box, so you can kind of see the character, I suppose. What was his name? I know it's on here somewhere. It's a repaint of a Reflector, Magnificus. I think he's from Shattered Glass, I'm not sure. Should say. Anyway, an alternate universe Reflector, which I'm looking forward to opening up. And finally, toy-wise, it wouldn't be Christmas without G.I. Joe. So I also got a classified Lowlight. This will be probably the first figure that I unbox later today. There's just one more thing I got that's worth mentioning. It's a book. It's Cassandra Killjoy. Paranormal Private Eye, The Search for the Swordsman by Erod, better known as the Blockbuster Buster. I got this for a couple of reasons. First of all, the subject intrigued me, so I'm looking forward to reading it. Wouldn't have bought it if I didn't, but also, you know, he's a fellow creator, and you have to support those people. Of course, if the book if it was a subject that didn't interest me at all, I might not have got it, but I'm looking forward to it. No spoilers, I haven't read it yet. What I have read is the title of the first chapter. It's not really a spoiler, but I'm not gonna say it anyway. You can probably find it for yourself. But just the title of the first chapter already had me hooked. And that's it for toys I got in December. I'm now gonna give it back over to future me. Thank you, past me. Just one addendum. I have, since recording that, read Cassandra Killjoy, The Search for the Swordsman, in its entirety. And I have to say, I liked it. It was fun, it was funny. It's a nice modern day fantasy horror setting. It was a breeze to get through. It's like 140 pages, so it doesn't take a lot of time commitment, and I had a good time. So I can actually recommend this now. Go buy it, go read it. If you're anything like me, you won't be disappointed. And so we come to the last part of this New Year's Eve video, namely the Q&A. I asked on the YouTube channel and on Patreon to give me questions, and you did. So let's dig right in, shall we? Have you played the G.I. Joe TTRPG, and if so, what did you think of it? No, sorry, I have never played an RPG. I don't have any of them, and I don't have anybody to play with anyway, so I can't really give my opinion on those. Maybe I should ask the Birdman for his opinion on that next time we talk. Form BX is back. Has he reached out to you? First of all, I am delighted that Form BX is back. Okay? He's been gone a long time, and it's great that he's back on the scene. And no, I don't know why he has been gone for so long. For all I know, it could be Bieber fever, but it's really none of our business anyway, so I'm just happy he's back. He hasn't reached out to me and I haven't reached out to him, but I do plan to do that in the near future. Any plans for an updated collection tour? Not at the moment. You see, the problem is that the room where most of my collection has really bad lighting, so it doesn't come out well on camera. I am planning on getting a rig with lights so I can do better camera work. So maybe this year that'll happen, but no promises. Could you do some live streams here like once a week? On YouTube? Sorry, no, I live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/TimmerJoe. I've built up an audience there, and it's what I'm used to, it's what I'm comfortable with. And I don't want to clutter this channel with live stream footage. I know I've done that in the past, but going forward I do have a second channel, Timmer Plays, which will host my live streams that were previously on Twitch. So check that out. Are you collecting the Classified series? Yes, yes I am. Excuse me. Yeah, told you I wasn't gonna wait till today to unbox. For example, Lowlight I just got for Christmas. He's cool. It's kind of weird. I wasn't gonna collect them when they first came out. I was quite happy to stick to the 3 3/4 inch scale, but I figured I'd have to get one or two, you know, just to talk about it on the channel on After Battle, review them, and I ended up liking them, so I'm continuing to buy them, not just to review, but also for the collection. So yeah, I collect Classified now. Go figure. Are you going to use the Action Force redub from G.I. Joe the movie for future Action Force reviews? I really haven't decided yet. I know we're gonna do more Action Force, but I'm not quite sure where to start. So I haven't figured that out yet. What would Have the Battle Timmer's file card look like? That's a good question. It'd basically be a Cobra trooper with a cap instead of a helmet, and a blue mask instead of a red or black one. And the text, well, toy reviewer, has to be kept away from the motor pool because he's constantly trying to drive the his tanks. Something like that. Who is your favorite Joe? I should clarify, they mean favorite Joe, G.I. Joe figure, not Cobra. They already know about what's my favorite Cobra. And that's a tough one. I don't really have a favorite G.I. Joe figure from the Joe team. Yeah, you can tell that this isn't scripted. I'm flying blind here. There may be a long cut here when I ponder this. Okay, comedy answer, Commando Hank. He's like the mascot of the show. Proper answer, I'd have to say Hawk. I like him. Or maybe Lady J. Sorry if I can be more clear, but this is the kind of stuff that, unlike the Cobra one, this changes all the time for me. Who would you like to see made as a G.I. Joe Classified figure? I'm gonna be honest, I don't really keep up to date with who's been released as a Classified figure. So they might already exist. Actually, no. Now that I think about it, you know what would be cool in the Classified series? We had Matt Tracker in the G.I. Joe series, right? In the regular 3 3/4 inch or 4 inch figures. How about Vanessa Warfield as a Classified figure from Mask? Put some Mask things in there. Why the hell not? You own the IP. So yeah, weird as it sounds, put some Mask figures in Classified. The Sea Serpent robot Bazooka took down. You ever think the scientist that made it had somehow had access to a Transformer or Transformers tech? This is from Bazooka Saw a Sea Serpent, the cartoon episode. You know, that is actually an interesting question. We know that they sort of exist in the same universe, but not really, thanks to the Transformers cartoon having Cobra Commander in it at one point, and Marissa Fairborn being the daughter of Flint and Lady J, but it's still a bit iffy. But yeah, I can see it. I can even see Cobra having some tech from Transformers themselves, like that giant Cobra-shaped robot from, I think, Pyramid of Darkness. It's definitely possible, yeah. Do you prefer Joe's Cobras with regular guns or lasers? I like them with lasers because I grew up with the cartoon before I knew how to read comic books. The great debate, comic versus cartoon. Honestly, the problem for me with everybody having lasers is that lasers are no longer special. I mean, what's the point of having Sci-Fi and Flash as laser troopers if everybody has lasers? So yeah, I'm gonna go with regular guns for most of them, but some can have specialized laser weapons if it fits the character. Those are it for the G.I. Joe related questions. There are two more general ones. What's your favorite era of professional wrestling? as the OSW review guys would say, the Hulkamania era. So from mid-80s to early 90s. It's what I grew up with. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind the later years. Some of the stuff is actually great, but that's what was on when I was a kid, so yeah, that's my favorite era. And finally, what's your favorite kind of music? Grunge? Yeah. A sign of the times when I grew up, I got really into Nirvana and other grunge bands. But I have to say, hard rock is a close second. And that wraps up the Q&A, and wraps up this video, and wraps up 2024. One more time, now's a perfect time to support me on Patreon. Having said all that, I hope 2025 is gonna be great for everybody, and we're gonna have a great year on Half the Battle. Well, I'll see you next time, everybody, and hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing.